All right, well, I think we'll go ahead, start today's webinar. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to IPFone's AI Solutions webinar. I'm Nico Chmielewski. I'm the Marketing Manager and Head of Sustainability at IPFone. And I'm really excited to be your host today as we introduce the latest AI-powered communication solutions designed to elevate efficiency, collaboration, and customer experience. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us, whether you're an existing partner or just discovering IPFone for the first time. This session will give you valuable insights into how our IPFone AI solutions are revolutionizing business communication. So before we dive into our AI solutions, I want to take a moment to introduce IPFone. We've been around for 28 years, since 1997. We're constantly innovating to stay ahead of the curve in business communications. We're headquartered in North Miami, Florida, and we serve businesses nationwide, providing them with technology that they need to stay connected and competitive. We are proud to partner strategically with Cisco, Microsoft, and AT&T, leaders in this space who help us deliver best-in-class solutions. Today, we are 130 dedicated employees who support a multi-award-winning platform with 60,000 subscribers. And as leaders in UCaaS, we've built a reputation for reliable, AI-powered voice, video, and collaboration solutions. Our focus has always been on helping small to medium-sized businesses enhance efficiency and elevate their customer experience. So now on to our core services. At IPFone, we're all about comprehensive communication. And here's a look at our core services: IPFone with WebEx, Easy PBX, which is our cloud PBX solution, high-speed fiber internet, contact center, Microsoft Teams direct routing, SD-WAN and security, and much, much more. IPFone doesn't just deploy technology, we future-proof it. We believe that the solution of the problem of communication is always shifting, so it's critical for us to stay ahead of the curve. And with constant innovation, by combining our deep expertise with constant innovation, we pinpoint communication issues before they become roadblocks. Customer service is at the heart of everything we do. We work closely with our clients to understand their evolving challenges and keep them connected and competitive. And this is now bringing us to IPFone's AI solutions. To address these ever-evolving challenges of business communication, we've developed an AI-powered suite of solutions. Our IPFone AI solutions offer AI call recording, AI voice agents, and AI bots. Our AI call recording automatically scores 100% of calls with auto QA, helping supervisors stay focused on critical improvements. AI voice agents are AI-powered voice techs that handle calls, automate tasks, and frees up live agents for more complex work. And then you have the AI bots, which are intelligent virtual assistants that provide instant support, cutting down response times and reducing agent workload as well. Oh, I went a little too far, I think. AI call recording. Beyond simply capturing calls, this solution uses speech recognition and sentiment analysis to deliver real-time insights. It also integrates smoothly with your existing setup, ensuring minimal disruption and maximum benefit for your day-to-day operations. Yet real-time transcription, easy integration, and conversation insights, including sentiment analysis. So some of the business benefits. Why do these features matter? Because they produce a tangible result for your bottom line. It saves supervisors time. You can identify key opportunities with data-driven insights. You have automated call categorization using sophisticated AI logic that categorizes calls by topic, sentiment, and more. and customizable scorecards that align call evaluations with your unique performance metrics and KPIs. So one of these success stories has 100% of calls evaluated, 500 times more calls evaluated as well than if they were using a different program, 30% faster onboarding, and 10 times faster feedback using the auto scorecards and other AQM tools. And now just for a bit more technical information, improving customer support and the case for AI-driven QA. QA teams manually review only 2 to 5% of calls due to time constraints, and a 100-seat contact center can spend around 3,000 hours per month on manual QA. At an average QA analyst salary of $50,000 a year. Contact centers risk losing up to 20% of potential revenue due to missed upselling, cross-selling opportunities, and so on. Studies show that 35 to 50% of call evaluations vary between human QA reviewers due to bias or inconsistency. And inconsistent coaching leads to a 12% drop in agent performance. How AI-powered QA solves customer support challenges. Automating QA saves time and reduces costs with calls reviewed automatically and faster insights. AI also ensures comprehensive coverage and compliance. It reduces non-compliance fines that can exceed $500,000 per violation. It has AI-driven insights for continuous improvement that spot patterns, improve processes, and drive KPIs. And it also has objective scoring and data-driven coaching. And now I will hand it off in a live demo to our amazing sales engineer, Jason Warm, who is going to show this amazing product in action. So I will stop sharing my screen.
Good morning, everyone. We're going to take a look today at the IPFone MyRec Auto QA system. We're going to start with a high-level view. What you're looking
Jason,
at.
I don't know. I'm not sure if we can hear you.
Yes, I can hear him.
Sorry. Maybe it's just me.
Okay. Continuing on, we're looking at the main dashboard. What you see when you log into the auto Q&A system. This is going to give you a high-level view of what's going on with your organization for any point in time. You can see the date range right up top here. We can actually click that, filter any by different date range if we like. We can see there have been 106 reports. What that means is there have been basically 106 calls that have come into the system, been transcribed, and been analyzed by the AI agent. Next to that, you'll see the total number of calls that have passed. You're going to set a threshold to what a passing score for those calls are. This is the total number and the percentage of those calls that have actually passed. And to the right of that, you see what the average score of all your calls within the organization for that time period have been. Below that, you have a simple graph that's going to show you the same data in a visual format. And below that, you see how that data can be broken down further. The forms are essentially the rating cards that you're presenting to the AI to actually rate those calls. So let's take a look at the customer service one. We can see again all the metrics that are in relation specifically to that call, to this form. And below that, you can see the actual questions that make up that form. And then your scores appropriately, how many passed, how many failed, and how many were partials. So this allows you to get a breakdown and a real understanding in your organization where you may need to take up additional training for your staff. Below that, you'll see the actual groups of the people within your organization. So we can see agents, claims, sales department, etc. Now, just like we could do with the individual scorecards, we can click on any group here and we can see the breakdown of how that group performed. And if we scroll down further, we can either dive deeper into a specific scorecard, or we can look at a specific user and see how that specific user has been performing. And again, you can dig down even further going into the actual scorecards. Now, where is all this data actually coming from? This data is coming from the evaluations. The evaluations are what happens when a call completes, the call is transcribed, it's sent to the artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence then provides or then executes several different tasks with that data. So we can see an evaluation right here. Over on the right-hand side, we can see the actual score for the call. Then we can see the questions that the agent was presented with to rate those calls. So we can see, did the agent state their name? Yes. And if we click that, we can get a breakdown and a verification of that. Yes, the agent did in fact state their name at the beginning of the call. Same thing with any of these. You can click to get the breakdown of what actually happened there. That's all built from the transcript of the call. Now you can see initially the call summary right here, and we'll show you how you can actually build that later on to get the data that's specific and most relevant to your organization. You've got AI insights. This is additional analysis that the AI has done on the call. We can see here a CSAT score, a customer satisfaction. Below that, we see the actual call type. The AI is able to identify what was the issue that this person called in with. Was it a billing issue, a customer service issue? Another very important fact, churn risk. How likely are you to lose that customer? Was the issue resolved? Was the likelihood to close relevant? What about the net effort score? How much effort did the caller have to put in? The NPS score, which is going to show you how likely that caller is going to be that to really proactively pitch your organization, that they had a very good experience on that call. And again, all these are set up, and we're going to go into how to do that using real world English language parameters. Sentiment score, rating the average use of the average reaction to the call, and an auto interpretation of the topics of that call. The AI has looked at that call, evaluated it, and seen several things that need attention here. Now you'll notice as I hover over any of this, if I click on this, you can't hear it right now, but the actual audio has started to play back right at that position in the call. So it makes it very easy for your staff that is reviewing these calls, that is reviewing the auto QA, to find exactly that place in the call and be efficient in their operations. Finally, below that, you have the full transcript of the call. Same thing, you can click any place in this and it will start playback of the call in the audio playback section up top here. Lastly, we're going to go over to the notes section. The AI will automatically pull out areas of improvement that it's identified where the agent could improve their performance on the next call. With this system, if you'd like to, as a organization, you can allow your agents to come in and review their own calls. Now, they don't have any ability to change any of this information. They can't modify anything, but they can go in and they can look at their own performance and they can get notes on how they can improve that. Likewise, the supervisor is able to add any notes into that call that they'd like, and the agents themselves will be able to review that. You're not always going to have time to call somebody into a face-to-face discussion just to talk about one minor item. Using this system, you can put a note in there, the agent will see that, and they can work on making that improvement. So that is how all the evaluations actually occur. Now, how are these evaluations built? You see all the questions over here on the right-hand side. Those are done through the form designer. I'm going to click right over here. You see our 3 scorecards. I'm going to choose the customer service scorecard. This is then going to show me that current scorecard, all the questions that make it up. If I'd like to edit any part of that, I simply click on edit, and that's going to show me exactly the question. I can add in any descriptions that I like. Now, this all gets put together as part of voice analytics, the reporting that you can see on this dashboard when you log in. Let's go ahead and pick any call out here. Here's the fail. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And I want you to see this call summary over here. This is the AI summary. We can tailor this exactly to your business. And this is all done through real world interface, real world language. We go right here to the administration, AI assistant, and here's all those different statistics that you saw earlier within the transcript. Let's take a look at the call summary. You can see right here, we've given instructions to the AI. Provide a concise summary of the call, introducing the following details, the resolution provided, any unresolved issues, etc. And that is how the AI actually goes in and rates the call. Now, we can actually take any of this and modify it. So I'm going to click Save and Test right now. You're able to see any of the modifications that I've made. Actually, I didn't make any modifications there. Let me go ahead and go back there, go to the customer, the call summary, excuse me. And then I'm going to do something really neat here. Add in a summary of the call in Spanish. I'm going to save and test. And then I'm going to select one of the calls for an experiment. You're able to see, excuse me.
I think you have to hit the test button right there, Jason, in blue.
Thank you, Abe. You're able to see the results of that. And here you can see now we've got the area in Spanish. That kind of just demonstrates right there the multilingual capabilities of the AI. All you have to do is put in a couple words and it can translate any of your output into a separate language. Likewise, if your caller is calling in Spanish, but you need to see those transcriptions in English, you can tell the AI, hey, simply transcribe these calls into English for me. All this data goes in there and makes up the analytics portion of the system so that I can come in at any time to this dashboard. I can come over here to sentiment and I can get an instant idea of what is going on in my organization. If I hover over any of this, I can get the exact details. If I drill down, again, I can look at those details in even finer, in even finer detail. Finally, just taking a look at our sentiment heat map. That's just another way of visually seeing the information and seeing where you might need to take a look at maybe agent staffing or improving any of your specific agent performance. Finally, the last thing I do want to show you, in any of those calls, you can see, excuse me here, the additional topics that are pulled out from that call. All those topics are, again, able to be defined within the AI system itself. So if we go up here to administration and we go to topic analysis, we're able to define any specific thing we like for the AI to look for and make sure that we are paying attention to. So all in all, the auto QA, the voice analytics are a huge tool to really bring a lot of power to your business, possibly reducing your staffing overhead and allowing your staff to focus more on critical issues and making sure that every single call in your organization is being verified, is being reviewed. That's something that no matter the size of your budget, you can never hire enough human staff to make sure that 100% of your calls are reviewed. That is one of the biggest benefits of auto Q&A. I would like to take a moment to mention that we are going to have another webinar in March dealing with some of our other AI tools, specifically our voice AI agents. And I'd like to now hand things over to Abe for any Q&A, any questions that you might have had after the presentation.
Yep. So we also have the option to have different criterias. So let's say, for example, you don't want to screen all 100% of your calls, but a manager wants to select 100 calls from a particular agent. They can run a script where it will only run for those 100 calls. So you could do 100% or you can do them on the fly if you want. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat and I'll try to answer them now.
Jason, would you like to showcase the pricing, by the way?
Yeah, if you could go ahead and bring up that slide, Nico.
Yeah, of course. Here we go.
So pricing for what I've just shown you all is $49.95 per user per month. That's going to include the advanced recording license with 90 days of storage. We do have the capability to synchronize this with Amazon Web Services. So in theory, if your client would like unlimited storage, they can get that as long as they have their own AWS account here. This does include the speech-to-text transcription services, up to 2,000 minutes for each user, and that's 10 cents per minute for any overage. The auto Q&A functionality, the automated quality assurance, the sentiment analysis, the topic extraction. One thing we didn't mention earlier is the automatic data redaction. So this does have the ability to remove credit card numbers or other sensitive information from your calls, the call summary, and the call categorization. This is going to include up to 2 million tokens per user, and it's going to be $5 for each additional million tokens. That is pooled. So, for example, if you have 5 users in the system, that's going to give you 10 million tokens per month.
All right, so we have one question. Can we showcase this potential customers who are on the fence about charging overage on certain users? Second, tokens is basically metrics that AI uses for measuring the task that it does. For the showcase, do you mean like show this webinar to the customers? Yes, we're going to make this webinar available to our channels, our social media channels. And this meeting is being recorded, yes.
It depends on the queries being put to that, Jack. You know, a small query will use about 10,000 tokens. A mid-sized query could use about 40,000 tokens.
All right, and just to let you guys know, I did post it that you could reach us at partners@ipfone.com if you want to get more information, schedule a demo directly with one of your prospects. You can reach us at that email, or you can call us directly, or you can reach out to your preferred sales agent. Usually a high call volume, where you have a lot of incoming calls or even outgoing calls that you have maybe 1,000 calls a week, and your supervisors, you can save time for, instead of them hearing 1,000 calls, you can have the AI do that labor for you, and then they just go and screen all of the failed calls or calls that don't meet that threshold in the score. All right, looks like that's it for the Q&A. Thank you everyone
guys
for
for
joining
joining.
us.
Thank you. As Abe just said, if anyone needs to get in touch with us, you know how. Thank you so much for joining, and we hope this has helped you. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Have a great day.
Have a good day, everyone.